Vanette Bell, and I'm the Program Manager of Community Support Services. The whole purpose of the service is meant to preserve the family unit and to keep people in their individual homes. So we just try to support families and give them the support and training that they need to keep the clients in their homes.
My name is Leslie Gibson, and I'm the Direct Support Coordinator in the Residential Department. We have 8 group homes sprinkled throughout the 288 loop here in Denton. I manage 4 of those homes, and we provide services for people with developmental disabilities who live full-time in their homes. This is their home, we work in their house, and we provide 24-hour-a-day supervised services. So as a member of staff, we work in shifts. There's an overnight staff that works from 10 till 6. There's a day staff that work from 6 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon. And then there's a shift works from 2 o'clock in the afternoon till 10 p.m. at night. And we help people throughout the day with whatever it is that they need. We take them to work, we help them get up in the mornings, we cook meals, be it breakfast, we help them prepare lunches, we get them dinners, we help them bathe. We might help people go to the bathroom, we might help them change pull-ups if they wear adult pull-ups. Whatever it is they need to support them living in the community and being as independent as possible. A big focus of what we do is training. We work on encouraging people to be as independent as they can. We're not looking to do things for them, we're looking to do it with them and show them how to do it for themselves. We take the guys to and from work. We might take them home to see family members. In the mornings during the week, we're often taking the consumers on medical appointments and helping them advocate for whatever their current illness is with the doctors. We too have a number of paperwork pieces that need to be completed during the course of everybody's shift. We write a short narrative on the services that we provided. How did we as staff help the consumer get through their day on the 6 to 2 shift today? And each shift will write their own short narrative. Did I miss anything? We do a lot of housekeeping, laundry. That is definitely a piece of what we do. Wherever possible, we are teaching the consumers to take care of their own laundry, to take care of their own housekeeping needs. But there is realistically a number of tasks that the staff get involved in and that we just have to do for them to make sure their environment is healthy, clean and safe. We do some recreation pieces. I'm just thinking. Well, we will take people out on weekends. The weekend shift is a little different. We have a 40-hour shift on the weekend where you work on Friday 2 to 10, and on Saturday you work from 6 in the morning till 10 at night, and do the same again on Sundays. So you do 40 hours in 3 days, and that's the person that gets involved in taking the consumers out and about. And I have all kinds of things that the consumers are involved in, local bell bands where they ring bells. They get involved in, there's a bowling league locally through Special Olympics they take part in. On a Sunday, there's a lot of individuals that like to attend a variety of different churches throughout the Denton area. We love to go to every festival. Jazz Fest is coming up, that's everybody's favourite.
We actually go out to the individual homes, or we pick up people from school or a day programming and help them be involved in activities in the community. Everyone has an identified goal and objective that they're working toward becoming more independent. That could involve budgeting, grooming, safety skills, but we also do a lot of community activities. So training on a goal and objective may take 15, 20, 30 minutes to train on the goals and objectives. And the rest of your time will be spent doing a community activity of their choice, so with the individual. So finding out what the individual is interested in, a variety of different activities, and then helping them be engaged in those activities. So we like to introduce new activities that the clients have never experienced before. So we may find that some people really like bowling, and then every time you meet with them, they may want to go bowling. And those are good activities for the community, but we also want to introduce new activities, finding out what the client really is interested in. They may not have known that there is a rec center right down the street or a YMCA that they can be involved in, playing racquetball or pool or basketball and other things in the community that they could be involved in. So we like to introduce a variety of different activities in the community. So because we're all over Denton County, depending on what city that we're providing the service in, the staff will have to do research in that city to find out what kind of activities are going on in that area. Our age group ranges from age 5 years old to someone in their senior years living in the community independently or with families. We also provide a basic transportation service where we can transport people to their jobs, to dental appointments, to their day programming to and from. And we also provide an in-home respite service, and that is a relief that we give families to give the families a break. So what we do is we get a request from a family member saying that they need a certain amount of relief in the home. We find a staff with availability during those times and days, and then we send that staff out to provide that relief service in the home. The family is away from the home or in the home at the time, and we are there as the caregiver, so we can provide it in the home or it could be out in the community. We also have Medicaid billable paperwork that we have to fill out, and that's a narrative covering the amount of services or amount of assistance that you provided to the individual. Also, how well they did on their goals and objectives. We can also be very flexible with work schedules for our staff. Since we work directly with the families in the community, we obtain their availability, and then we work very closely with the staff to find out what commitments they may have outside of work, school schedules or other commitments, and then we piece that in with the family availability, and we're able to create part-time positions and full-time positions from that. So that is a benefit for community support services. Because we provide services all over Denton County, we have vehicles, company vehicles, but we don't have vehicles for everyone. So you'd be on a share car schedule with another staff person. Whenever there's a vehicle available, you need to use a company vehicle. When there's not one available, you must be able to use your own vehicle to provide transportation. You just have to have liability insurance on the vehicle that you're driving. And we do have mileage reimbursement. There's a form you fill out for that, and you can submit that form and get mileage reimbursement for the vehicle for the personal vehicle that you're driving. The dress attire for both positions is casual but business appropriate, so you can wear shorts and t-shirts and tennis shoes, just no flip-flops for your safety. Holidays, when the center is closed, our staff are off as well for a holiday. We do have a few individuals that we are their total support, so that means that we provide medication administration, transportation to and from work. So if they don't go home for the holidays, we do have to ask staff to come in and work a few hours, maybe one or two staff just to work a few hours over the holidays to cover those individuals when they don't go home for the holidays.
The consumers in residential, they live with us. This is their home. Some of them have family members outside where they can go and stay for holidays, but more often than not, staff working in residential will be working on the holidays. It's very rare for an entire house, and there's 4 people per house to all be away at the same time. We also have vehicles in the homes. Each house has an assigned vehicle. It's like a Dodge Caravan vehicle where you can get a number of people in at the same time. Communication is the biggest piece. A lot of our consumers have a hard time telling you what's going on, or really how they feel, or what's happened, or why they're upset, and identifying those things. As the staff people, we work very hard on communicating and learning their communication styles and enabling them to let everyone know what is happening with them. The individuals, some of them do not have the best, most wonderful behaviour, and they will be on a behaviour management plan if they have issues of any kind. And sometimes those issues might not. I have someone on a behaviour plan for biting his fingernails. But he doesn't wash his hands very often, so we work very much on him not putting his fingers in his mouth, those kind of things. I have other people who may have behaviours of shouting, screaming, cursing sometimes, and we work very much on identifying what their triggers are, what could they do other than those things, and the behaviour management plans will teach them better skills. So that too is included in the teaching component of what we do.
Good. I think Leslie and I both kind of covered a lot of what the 2 services provide.